Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 2 of Occupy Mars. Previous episode I set up this simple well, allowing me to get water and thus oxygen. I've also set up this little airlock, a little bit of early base structure in the form of a workshop, and this junction so I can later expand on the base. For now though, we have a few priorities. This thing is unpowered. So it's time to start making sure we actually have some juice. Now ideally, I would go about this in a fairly proactive way in the form of setting up a transformer. The problem is, that's going to require a small circuit board. That's something I currently don't have on me. I do have a medium solar panel, or at least I have the requirements for it. So let's go with this. And I can get a battery pack, or at least I think so. Sadly not, because small circuit board. So, getting the ability to start building small circuit boards is a fairly high priority. For now, at least I want to have a solar panel up, allowing me to get at least a little bit of juice into that main base, getting the airlock operational, making sure I have some lights into place, and potentially some heating. Because last night, and that was the first night I slept on Mars, it was minus 58 Celsius. So that was a fairly cold enterprise. Thankfully, it didn't seem to actually have hurt my character that much, but nevertheless, I do want a very nice and warm place to sleep. So let's at least open up this socket and give these guys some juice. I don't expect this to be enough power. The power supply is active, as you can see. We have lights. As for the ability, there is currently... we've got 0 in stock, I guess? Not sure what that means. There's no food production anywhere, there's no hydroponic shelves, nothing. So, what I want to focus on today is getting at least the basics in place. Can I do that? Sort of. What do I need in order to start building up a little bit of food production? Because I can get the seed modification machine, which is not strictly what I need, I think. A hydroponic shelf would probably be far more valuable, so I can get at least some food production going. So let's get this thing built, and hopefully I'll have enough power to actually get this thing going. So now we have a hydroponic shelf. In order to start using this, I'll probably have to start throwing seeds into it. I'm not sure if I'm actually carrying any of those. I know that I have the seed machine somewhere. Planting tool. Yeah, there you go. But does this need that canister? Because I don't have any particular canister, unfortunately. I know that I could pick up a magazine from my survival bench. And from there, I can probably start seeding this... this shelf, if you will, this hydroponic shelf, but I'm going to need a bit of juice before that happens. And you can see here, I do have resources in supply and demand, both in energy and water, and currently they're not getting any, nor are they demanding any. So, let's go and get that canister and see if that'll actually fix things. With the canister of potato seeds apparently now attached to the planter, let's see if I can start planting this stuff. There does appear to be something actually inside these shelves now, I guess? The plants are withering. That is not a good situation. Yeah, okay, so now they do have a demand, and they do have a supply. So let's ensure that they at least have the energy that they need, and I'm gonna have to give them some water. So, time to hook up the base, and time to hook up the water. Because that well is over here, and I can fairly easily use that. Now this thing can also generate juice, much like this. Or sorry, no, it can take juice. This is where I can take water. So I can replenish my own water here, or I can use this to attach it using one of these hoses to the base. So let's go and do that. Click. And that's going to go in. Sorry, that's the oxygen connect plug, water connect plug. Did that remember to do it? No, it did not. Drag the cable. Connect the cable. So, this should start providing water to the base. And with that, hopefully, I can now also provide it with water. So let's say 2.40. And by the looks of it, our water supply is filling up, 49.26. So we're now able to get this. The temperature is indoors quite nice, 21 degrees Celsius. It's a heck of a lot better than the minus 58 we had a while ago. And supposedly, we're now going to be starting to get some crops growing. It's going to probably take a while. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough with just one of these shelves. So, as a sort of preventative measure, I'm going to add another one. Unfortunately, I can only have one of these. So, I mean, on top of each other. Let's just add another one. Build this thing up. It's already hooked up to the base, so it's already getting water. It's already getting power. The only thing I need to do is just seed some plants. They do appear to change color the moment that you have this fired at it. Although, as a colorblind person, the distinction is not great. Okay, no. Here. Okay, you're also going to need 1.3. You're going to need 3.6 in water. We're getting 5.93, but we're gaining, or we're draining 6. That's a bit of a problem. Now, during daytime, we're going to have 36 power. In nighttime, it's going to drain by 21. So, this means the hydroponic system is not going to work during nighttime. We're going to need those batteries. I don't know if I can actually produce those myself yet, those electronics panels that I need. So, oh, by the way, this is oxygen, is it not? I thought this thing also generates oxygen, unless the base does that all by itself. But this thing has an oxygen connector plug. Anyway, let's go and investigate that base and see what's out there. Maybe I can find some of those electronics panels that I need. Get a power distribution system going and make sure that we don't freeze over during the night. As I was en route to that base that I want to investigate, I found that I don't have a second H2O bottle. So I don't have a water bottle. That's going to be a requirement. I need to get silicon, I need to get iron. It's time to break out the jackhammer and see if I can actually get any of those resources from here. Which I suspect I might be able to do. Because games tend to have this feature where it is fairly easy to get the base resources. Right now, though, it's an unknown ore. So, I don't know. We're going to have to break it up, I guess. Look at that. Silicon. I'm not sure. It says it's ready to load, but... So sure if yeah, I can pick that up. Okay, perfect. So we got silicon. Now I need to get some iron. Could that be the next rock over? Dehydration is detected. That's a problem. That's more silicon. It's not what I require. I'm working under the assumption that each of these rocks have one particular type of resource. That could be wrong. So it's entirely possible that I'm making it far too difficult. That these rocks also have more than just the one. Yeah, this is again more silicon. Probably just should have installed a sink at my base, making sure that that way I could just get a bit of water. More silicon. What is this? Let's have a look. Open up this brick. Please be iron. I could really use some iron. Iron ore. Fantastic. I'll take that. Did I take that? Yeah, I did take it. Okay. For some reason I dropped it. Let's go. Picked up 8 iron. Perfect. So, let's go and craft another water bottle. Because this hydration issue is becoming a little concerning. So, water bottle. Does it need to have it in the inventory? Ah, yes. Okay. So, I'll take, like, 2. And I'll take 2 here. And now we should be able to get 2 water bottles made. What? I'm not sure why this isn't working. Surely I know how to build a water bottle, right? Curious. I own 2 iron, I own 2 silicon. That's all that it needs. After a bit of finicking around, I noticed that I did have a second water bottle. It was just already in the machine. It's this little part where they keep the water bottles, which is a little bit weird, but okay. Because if you fill this, it doesn't actually take the water bottle from your inventory, fill and put it back. No, it puts it over there. So you gotta take these things out yourself. Which is, you know, whoa. You can apparently yeet it right over the planet's surface, but... sometimes the game just refuses to let me pick things up. It's like my inventory's full. But the game is doing a pretty poor job telling me about that. Because I do have more inventory slots. So, can I build something that's going to store my stuff while I venture out later to get more resources? I need to be able to store shit. And right now, I can't. Storage cabinets require 5 aluminum plates. I don't have those. Can I craft them? Let's have a look. The answer is, of course, yes. I can craft aluminum plates or aluminium plates if I have the resources for it. Which, sadly, at the moment, I do not. So, let's see if, by any chance, there's going to be aluminium or aluminum in here. So that I'll be able to actually get a couple of those plates built. Because I do need storage. Probably rather urgently. Come on, get me some aluminum. I'm going to just stick to aluminum, alright? Did that just fall right through the surface? That'd be a bit bad. But again, it is open, or it's early access, so, you know. It's entirely expected that things like these are in the game. No, it's iron ore. So this is iron ore, this is iron ore. Okay, we'll just have to chance it and go to that base. So, what wonders does this site hold? Are these containers? Ooh! Hello. Would you look at that? We have ourselves an ATV quad. It does seem to have some power issues. Like, does it work? Open socket. What socket is that? Oh, there's a socket over there. Just charge it up, I guess. I guess it's going to need a bit of... Picked up a small circuit board. That's exactly what I need. But it means the ATV won't work. And by this point, it's kind of late to go back home and set up my electricity system because, you know, it's sunset already. So let's go over to night vision mode and figure out what's in here. A lot of these storage crates, but is it decorative or can I actually use these? There's a couple of backpacks. Organic waste can be turned into fertilizer. That could be useful. So somebody else definitely tried to live here. I guess they were less than successful. What's in here? Screws. I'll take those. Thank you very much. Anything stored? No. Yes, abandoned tablet. Is there anything on said tablet? Knowledge, discover tablets. Workshop printer, well extension. The installation of an aforementioned design will increase the efficiency of the crew. So, supposedly, I guess, I can start getting a printer installed. Which would allow me to start building things in the workshop. Very useful. What else do we have here? Empty? Yeah, thought it was a plate, but sadly not. Ooh, circuit board. Excellent. Now, I don't think I'm going to need these things again. So, let's sacrifice them to the welder. Sorry, to the grinder. What are we going to get out of this? Is this steel or steel plate? Medium board. It's not strictly what I need, but at this point any resource is welcome to join me. Again, steel plate, small pipe. Aluminium plate. Excellent. That's what I was looking for. It's like you're getting semi-random resources from this thing. Alright. Now, let's hide that thing before I take things apart that I don't strictly want to take apart. This used to contain something, I guess, but maybe hasn't for a long time. What's upstairs? Also, where's the colonist that supposedly lived here? Some sort of canister in there. But I can't quite use them. Chair. Yeah, gas canister. I don't know what I need those for, so let's keep them around for now. This is a tool. Okay. This is another tool. But they seem to be largely decorative. They've got a Rubik's Cube. Significant temperature drop in 1 hour. Well, I still don't have any power at base. Temperature here is minus 37. It's most likely going to get worse before it gets better. So we'll just have to tough it out for now, I guess. Let's bring this. No, I'd like to pick that up, actually. Oh, crap. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll go home. I'm still keeping... Sorry, I'm getting used to having to go back to base to sleep. And on the one hand, it's really annoying that you have to. On the other hand, it makes for a bit of a more immersive experience. Because you need to sleep. And most games just allow you to go 24/7. And just look at this night sky for a minute. That is pretty gorgeous. Especially in tandem with this music. Alright, it's now 22:36, or almost 11 PM. It's minus 52 Celsius. I don't think it's going to be a pleasant night, but we're going to have to make do. Yeah, there we go, minus 54. Can we start setting up the system so that we might have some features online tomorrow? Oh shit, I need more aluminum plates. That sucks. I don't have those at the moment, so I'm gonna have to grind down some other parts. Or go hunting for resources. Okay. Can I at least start stashing what I have? Food processing unit, maybe later. Although, well, tricky. No, this requires 5 aluminum plates, fine. In that case, we'll get the food processor. Because that is part of my critical resource infrastructure. Much more so than the whole situation with being able to store my shit. Yeah, this whole situation doesn't have any power. Again, power supply is inactive. Okay. So, let's get the food processors installed. That's going to sit over there. This, of course, will also want energy from somewhere, which sadly at the moment I don't have. No energy. Supply electric power. At this station I'll be able to get, well, some sort of food based on the ingredients that I have with me. What also has me concerned is that my plants are not doing that well. They're withering because they don't have any juice. How this is going to affect my yield, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. After a night of rest, it is time to start hunting for aluminum. I don't have it. I definitely need it, because without the aluminum plates, I'm going to be in trouble. I'll not be able to gather the resources, or I'll not be able to build the structures that I need, judging by basically everything needing aluminum. So it's going to be off to the aluminum hunt, hoping that I can not only get, oh, calcium, that I can get the aluminum to be found, but also to get turned into something useful. I'm going to have to do this with the survival pod that I came in on, because I don't have anything else that can actually print right now. Maybe later I'll be able to do that. Right now, sadly, not yet. Right now, it's going to have to go into the 3D printer from the survival pod and hope that the thing works. I'm not sure why it does or does not work. And I hope I can figure it out, because without that, this whole playthrough might be in trouble. So, I'm going to be off hunting a couple of these rocks and finding some aluminium. In my hunt for aluminium, I was able to find some by grinding a bit of this base away, the abandoned base that I found. Especially these ramps contain some of the aluminum plates. I also did find one rock, which yielded 10 aluminum. It's a progress, I guess. As for the rest, it says you need to upgrade your grinder keys. You can scrap this. Same for this, same for the solar panels. So these things are cute and everything, but I can't use them. Can I actually draw anything from them? Sadly not, because they just seem to be completely abandoned, completely useless. So, as for the rest that might be inside this base, perhaps there's some aluminum in there. Right now I have 5 plates, which is, well, it's a lot more than I had, but it's barely enough for what I need. Because I need to get an ECU. That is going to take 4 aluminum plates. And then I need to get a battery pack, which is going to take another 3. And I would like another solar panel. So yeah, we're going to definitely need a lot more of this stuff. Now, I'm trying to think what else could be made of this resource. And I just don't really know. I don't really know what parts inside of this base could get fairly safely taken down. Oh, hello. I'll take that. What could fairly safely get taken down that contains this resource? Because these chests, they can be taken down. You can break them apart. They mostly contain a bunch of screws and some plates, pipes. It's really not that interesting. And it's certainly not the aluminium or aluminum that I'm looking for. So I'm going to have to try and find that somewhere else. And just hoping to find... Oh, now I suddenly found 1 plate. Okay, well, guess it's time to grind up the rest of the boxes and hope for the best. With the aluminium that I mined, or the aluminum that I mined, I can also print yet another plate. Why this does work for aluminum, why it does not work for the water bottle, I don't understand. It's just, you can't build these, I guess. Maybe I need to research them? Perhaps that's it? I don't quite understand. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter, because right now I should be able to get the finished product, there it is, from the printer. So I now have 12 plates. This is what I was hoping for, because now I can start redoing my power. As it stands, I'm only generating power during the day. We're going to do that more. We're going to turn that juice into a battery. And from there, it's going to continuously feed the base. So the battery gets charged during the day, discharges during the night. It's fairly straightforward. So, how do you do that? Let's see. We're going to have to go to blueprints. First, I'm going to set up the transformer. I suppose that can get fairly close to the base. This seems like a decent spot. If only you could make rotating it a little easier. Here we go. Done. So the blue one is the output and this one is the input. This means that from this solar panel I'll be able to start delivering juice to the transformer, and from the transformer I'll be able to deliver it to the base. That's the plan. Also gotta get a battery, because that is gonna keep the whole thing together. A battery. Oh, for fuck's sake. I need 1 small circuit board. That's not in there. I don't have a small circuit board. Can I at least build a printer? Because maybe I can then build it. Provided, of course, I have the resources that I need. Workshop printer. Yeah, I'll take that first. Thank you very much. Let's get into the base. Get the printer online. Here. We're going to get our very own 3D printer, making us less reliable or less reliant on the escape pod as I have it. Okay, online. Now, over here, I can build electronics. But I don't believe that's the thing that I need. Decorations. Yeah, fantastic. No. Okay, so how am I going to get those? How do I get electronics? Tech tree? Electricity, I guess. Industrial energy converters? No. Do I need to get a science station for this? Because I did build one of these. They don't store energy during the night. Yeah, I need to connect them to a battery. I know! I'm trying to get things connected to a battery. Materials. Workshop. It says hold to unlock technology, but just left clicking on it does not actually allow you to hold it. Mechanics. This is mostly stuff that you hold in your hand. And this, I think, is where you can start researching. So I'm gonna get a science bench just as much as anything else. Can I get what I need with a science bench? No, that's gonna be fast charging antennas. More effective suits, antennas again. I'm gonna have to figure out how to build one of these circuit boards. Because I don't know if I can... Well, if I can rely on constantly being able to find them. So plenty to do. And I'm glad at least we got a bit of the botany set up and running. It's not running as well as I thought. As well as I hoped. But it's growing. So we're going to get some food. But it's only going to grow during the day. During the night, sadly not so much. So in the next episode, I'll make sure I have my batteries up and running. And we'll be able to have the juice to keep the base going day and night. As well as probably set up another well. Because one well is not well enough. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series so far. Be sure to subscribe to catch the next one. And I'll see you soon for the next episode.